Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be discussing Vechain, see what is happening with the price of Vechain, and of course what we could be expecting as we do go further into the month of March. Shout out to the Vechain community for showing support day in, day out. Love each and every one of you guys. You guys know who you are. But yeah, let's waste no more time and talk about what exactly is happening with the price of Vechain right now. So, if we're looking at it on the daily time frame, Vechain is up about 2.6%, coming out of a massive bloodbath. I'm sure at this point everyone knows what occurred over the past 2 days. Especially as we started off Tuesday morning, we saw a massive flash crash for the entire space. But the market did rebound very quickly. So as far as Vechain is concerned, it's up 2.6%, but it's not seeing those explosive moves. It's not seeing new yearly highs right now. But this is where your patience really is tested, guys. I think personally what is coming for Vechain in the next short term is going to shock a lot of people. And obviously, when you do your due diligence and research and actually understand what Vechain as a project is doing, it just opens your mind up even more. But let's take a look at it. So if you're looking at the price right now, currently sitting at 4.62 cents, as mentioned, up 1.6% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up 2.5% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Now, if we're looking at its market cap, guys, this is what I want you guys to be focusing on right now. The market cap is holding really good above this $3 billion mark. And this is something that you should not be ignoring right now. So to be exact, $3.4 billion almost for its market cap. Meanwhile, the 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at $143 million. So not bad at all when you're looking at as far as its price is concerned. It's holding really strong around these levels, and that speaks for itself, obviously. But, before we do go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So you can see this for yourself. Vechain launched its sustainability drive last November, and in 2 months, 2,400 users logged in, 450,000 actions that saved 3 million kilograms of carbon dioxide, CO2. I've said this from the beginning. When you start realizing what this project is doing, it's trying to make our environment good as well. Of course, there's that supply chain sector, the problems we see in the supply chain industry, what it's solving. And speaking about solving, there's these massive corporations that are actually seeing the value behind it. Hence they're using, the Vechain Thor blockchain. But, not only that, it's trying to make our environment a better place. And this is just a game changer. Obviously, it doesn't have, the capabilities of a hype in terms of, meme coins. And if that's what's holding you back and you're just talking negative, probably questioning yourself, why are these meme coins exploding and Vechain isn't, then, you're not understanding the markets at all. And also one thing, I did say this, I think, in my previous updates, but, in this update, I really want to remind everyone, especially the newcomers coming into the space. The reason as to why I want to say this to the newcomers is because, believe it or not, there's massive amounts of inflows of brand new investors that have never even invested into cryptocurrencies. If Vechain is something that you have done your due diligence and research and have, picked up in your portfolio, and guess what? If that's the only one that you're holding, you're just doing something wrong completely. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's any coin, you always want to diversify your portfolio so you don't miss out on massive gains, that some other projects can also bring you. So, this is something you want to do. Maybe strategize your portfolio, but that's something I would strongly encourage everyone to do. But if we're looking at dominance right now, I'm sure at this point everyone knows this if you did watch my Near protocol update. But anyways, if you did not, we will kind of briefly go over that. So over the past few hours, we did see BTC dominance falling down, which is a really good indication that we're seeing the money flow back into altcoins. And as of now, the best way to confirm that, as I've said, is just looking at the daily time frame. You're seeing double digits gains for a lot of projects. Fetch.ai absolutely killing it. I'm literally mind blown the fact that Fetch.ai has pulled some numbers that honestly even I could not have seen coming this early. So that's that. Of course, that's kind of off track, but you can kind of get an idea that a lot of altcoins are gaining traction right now, and we are seeing meme coins kind of being quiet recently. Obviously after having an extensive week, you can pretty much see this for yourself. Some life-changing gains for a lot of people, but that's that. Let's take a look at the price of Vechain. But before I do that, I just want to briefly tell you guys what BTC is doing. BTC is holding around 66K, looking good. Could be expecting an all-time high, honestly, in the upcoming days ahead of us. The way BTC is holding, where it closed its daily candle. So far, so good on that. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the good old Vechain. And honestly, going back to the Bitcoin part that I discussed, a few comments came in, and people are saying, we don't want to see the Bitcoin portion. If you don't want to see the Bitcoin portion, then you can skip that part, right? I'm always going to look at Bitcoin because these same exact people, even though they have a lot of experience in the crypto markets, but guess what? Most of the time, these are the same exact people that are going to come out and, when the project kind of tanks, come and say, oh, why is the project tanking? This is why you want to be taking a look at BTC. And the reason as to why we take a look at Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis is because, I want to make you guys understand the importance of that, and I want you guys to implement that when you guys are reading the charts. But, aside from that, you guys can pretty much see this for yourself. We are seeing the Vechain ranging back and forth. You've heard that correct, right below that key resistance mark. And go back to any of my Vechain updates, even around this level. Go back around when I was making videos around this level during the bear market. There was one specific level that I continuously been talking about, and that's this key resistance. And should not be a surprise at this point that on February 28th, when the entire market picked up, we literally retested that key resistance and boom, rejection right off the bat. So of course, what you're seeing happening right now is the buying pressure, the demand for Vechain isn't just high enough as of now to have it break out of this key resistance. But once it breaks out of this key resistance, guys, the next target I've said to you guys from the beginning is 6.25 cents in my books. And I think we're getting closer and closer to that point. I want you guys to kind of take a look at the hourly time frame so we can really understand what's going on. It's holding really, really good right now. Look at the sideways momentum that we're forming. We did see obviously that flash crash yesterday. We saw Vechain going down to about 4 cents. Since then it did bounce back up about 18%, so almost 20% bounce, and so did the entire market. But what you're starting to notice, look very, very carefully right now. What you're starting to notice is, this resistance right here, exactly at 4.777 cents. This is the resistance you kind of want to have your eyes on, because look, today, as the market bounced back, that exact same resistance got retested, but since then we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. And this resistance should be where your eyes are on, because if we're able to cross this resistance, I think we could potentially start retesting the 5.5 cents mark and then finally breaking out of that range and heading towards new yearly highs. And I think this is where the FOMO will really kick in. A lot of people think that Vechain cannot reach its all-time highs, and if you want to really put the all-time highs also into perspective right now, that's a move of about 490%. But what if I told you Vechain hasn't even had its move as of now? What if I told you that? In my opinion, again, at the end of the day, all of this is my opinion, but in my opinion, Vechain hasn't even had its move. This is just the bear market cycle still. It's starting to, recover from the bear market cycle. But once it gets back into this zone, this is where the fireworks really begin. And, I think we could push really, really fast. So pretty much after this key resistance at the 6.2 cents, we do have some minor resistance coming up around 7 cents, but pretty much the main target that you would be looking at around 8.27 cents. And this is where all of a sudden everyone's going to be mega bullish on Vechain, and honestly a lot of people are starting to be super bullish on Vechain compared to previous months. So that's how I'm currently taking a look at it. So far so good. Do have patience, guys. It's really, really important to have patience, but we're going to take it one step at a time. Do let me know down below what you guys personally think, but I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. The resistance I spoke to you guys about, that's where your eyes should be on, and if we're able to break out of that, I think we could be retesting the 5.5 cents very, very soon. But that is it for today's update. Do let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.